What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. I am bringing you another, you guys turned Ghost in the House or just Bad Balancing Act. We're going to start sideways. So I am bringing you Cold Steel's Trailhawk. Now I know it doesn't look like this normally. What we have here is an axe which is drop forged. I believe it's 1055 drop forged high carbon steel, and it is 22 inches long, and it weighs in at 23.6 ounces. The head on this one, I believe the edge is 3 inches. I think it's a 3-inch edge, and you have your hammer end there. It is American hickory as far as your axe handle, but I couldn't just leave a plain axe handle because they're kind of slick, so I had to doctor it up a little bit. Now, something special about this one is this one came to me direct from fellow YouTuber and knife guy Tubes 5150. Bro, sweet man, sweet. Hope you like the upgrades. So I did like a faux snake wrap on it, and I did my knuckle guard right here where I'm getting my grip, my little knuckle grip there, and I did it way on the end. I did it thicker here so it gives me something to grab onto at the end, and then just tightened it all up here and did a little paint job there, and then I even gave it a little mohawk so it looks like me. Yeah, I figure can't be Donnie B all day axe if it doesn't have a little mohawk. So what I want to do is I want to get out and I want to smash this into some stuff. I want to chop with it and maybe even give it a quick toss and see how she flies through the air. I can tell you that my wrap here is extremely great for the grip, and this here is so comfortable. It's nice and thick. It's got felt on the inside of it, and it works out real well. Let's get a good little something on the scales there so you can really see how it looks. But that's pretty sweet, man. And I just bought a whole bunch of that, and sitting on the couch, that's kind of hard to do. I bought a whole bunch of it, so I have a whole bunch, and I was hey, you know what, I could use some of that for this guy right here. And what I did, instead of tacking it, let me get up here, maybe it'll help with the whole blur situation. I took some Gorilla spray glue, some spray adhesive, and after I cut down the size I needed, I sprayed the inside completely. Then I sprayed the handle completely, and then I wrapped it. And where the piece overlaps to fit on, I left that flapped open, and I spray glued the hell out of the inside of that. I brought it all in and really tightened it down. Then I took where I put my strap right here, my finger strap, I put that over the sliced, end to hold them together, and it helps let the glue dry too. But then on the ends, I just heavily wrapped the ends so that would stay, and voila, that's not going anywhere. On here, I just did a piece of wrap right here and then took out my fossil and my CRKT fossil. If you haven't looked at that video, look it up. This thing's great. And then I just carved around the edge and pulled off the excess. Then I took a piece around here, pinched it, and then took my fossil and I cut out my mohawk. And that's where I'm at, man. That's how I got this far. Tell you what, Tubes, man, this is really cool. This is really cool. Absolutely digging this. If you haven't subscribed to Tubes 5150, great dude, even though he's a Phillies fan. Ha! So let's take this outside and see what this good old 1055 high carbon drop forged steel blade will do. All right, let's give it a little winging and dinging. So there's obviously not going to be drop tests. Stuff like that we can do. See if I have an end already cut out here. If not, I'll just make a new one. What we can do is try and push cut, right? See how sharp. Oh, it does cut. It's not going to push cut, but it is cutting. So let's just give it a nice, it's just, oh crap, it's just going right through the wood. So there it is. It is going to cut the rope. It's sharp like an axe is sharp. So doing a push cut, not going to work. Get that dog up here. Let's see, we got a couple little pieces of wood. The bite into the wood is really, really good. But hey, but that's not the reason I wanted to bring it up here. I didn't have too much to do with the stump. What I wanted to do is work the hammer. So we are going to swing the hammer. First, a light tap. And a light tap separates the brick. Now, what I want to do is swing down on the brick. Holy mackerel. Guys, I made like, if cocaine was that color, that's what it would be. That's dust, y'all. That's dust. So let's see. How's that hammer look? Well, there isn't even a freaking mark on it. All it is red dust. That's it. Ooh, yeah. So we know that the hammer is a hammer and it can bang through stuff like that, but let's see if the hammer is a hammer. I have some boards out here, and I walked over one the other day and I noticed a nail sticking out. So what I want to do is find that board with the nail in it. There it is. Actually, it's a screw. And what I'm going to try to do, there it is right there so you can see it. I'm going to try to hammer the screw, see if that works. Oh, easy money. So even though it's a screw, it was still pretty easy. Man, now I'm looking for more. I just want to keep banging on stuff. Let's see. Not really, but what we can do is this. I'm going to hold it up, and I'm going to hammer on it, right? All right. All right. All right. So we know that hammering is easy, right? We can definitely hammer with this thing. So we got to put in, stakes and things like that. Bam. You know what I mean? Normally you'd have some kind of point when you're doing that, but you know what I mean? It's a cold steel. It's a cold steel Trailhawk. That thing, it's gonna work no matter what. So let's see. We'll give it more of a point than it already had, which it didn't have any because it was flat. And we'll do it even more. So if I bring this thing all the way to a point, it's gonna be even easier. Simple, 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 simple. Yeah, so far so good. Let's take it over and see how she chops. Come on. All right. So let's get some chopping in here. Uh-oh. Man, I didn't even chop nowhere near you guys, and the vibration still took you down. Took you down like a clown. Okay. Wow. Wow. You know, I have another cold steel axe that I use regularly, and just like it, holy mackerel, it's a digger, man. It's a real ripper. So how is it as an axe? It is fantastic as an axe. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. I mean, it's just tearing through this wood. And I'm pretty sure y'all can see that. It's just animalistic, right? This thing behaves like it should. Everything's still holding up in the grip. It's doing pretty good. Let's do some tight chops here. Get around it. That way I can test the different parts of this handle, middle and top, and swing and a miss. There we go. So winner, chicken dinner. I'll tell you, man, it is it's exactly what I thought it would be. You know, I have more cold steel axes, and you know, I gave you guys videos and I swore by them and said how great they are, and This one is no exception. It is a beast. It is a beast. And I have to say, it's really, really good. This is the first one I have, thanks to Tubes, that is a hammer end. I don't have any other hammer ends. So having that, especially when it comes down to doing pegs and things like that, that's a pretty big help. You know what I mean? Even around the house for, you know, oh, I got to hang a picture. This is the closest thing in the room. That's what I'm going to use. It works. It's a nice flat hammer, and it gives you enough space to be able to hit the head of a nail or a screw, as you saw, and it's going to work out just fine. There's nothing about this that I don't like. There's nothing about this that I think they could have improved on. There's nothing about this that I would change. They leave you a nice plain piece of hickory because people have their own taste in wraps. You're not going to use a plain hickory stick that's just in a straight line. Cold Steel knows that, but they also, you know that not everybody's the same, and so your hand is going to be different than my hand, and your tastes are different than my tastes as far as grip is concerned. Everybody's grip is different, and giving you that beautiful long piece of hickory leaves your grip, you know, up to interpretation. It's how you want it, man. And this is how I want it. Let's see. Any loosening? Not at all. Not even a smidge. Just awesome. I did tear apart my tape at the top. I'll just put a new piece on. That's the good thing about that, is that's just a piece of tape. It's an incredible axe. Incredible axe. 3-inch blade. You know what I mean? You're getting in there and you're going to be doing your little notches and all that. And if that's what I'm doing, if I'm squaring off a log like this, look at this. I'm making a nice flat spot right there. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but right here, that's a beautiful flat piece. And it's just so easy to get around, you know, hitting this like that, because the axe head lets you do what you want. I can carve with precision on that and make it nice and flat, nice and easy. It's pretty a-okay, guys. All right, I've never thrown this. Let's try. I'm going to give it the same distance I gave my other one, even though the hammer end is going to make it slightly different. Oh, that was right there. I can't tell if I hit, you guys might be able to see, I'll see it when I look at it, the head, or if I actually hit the blade. Let's try that again. Oh, all right, boys. So I saw it happen that time. I was aiming low, and as it hit, I think I hit the handle first somewhere, either down there or somewhere. So let me try and get it up just a little bit. Oh, right on. All right, so I'm not going to spend all night doing that, but look, I hit it right here and split the wood. So I'll show you guys. I'll show you. That was actually a stick that was in. Right here, you can see right there is where I hit. There's a big fat gouge. I hit it and the wood split like this. You can see it right there. And so this action happened. So if that didn't crack all the way down, that would have stayed in. But because it cracked, it just bounced right out. So that went in literally, you can see this line right here. See that? That went all the way in. So I can have it on the other side too, right there, same line. So that thing, I hit it perfect, straight up and down like this, and then it worked so well. It worked so well that it went all the way through and then bounced out after it split the wood. So let me readjust my my hands here. What do I think of the Trailhawk sent by Tubes 5150? I think, first of all, that Tubes is a great guy. Second of all, I think that Cold Steel made a great axe. This thing is beautiful. It works beautifully. It looks beautifully. That's a real thing. It's just beautifully. Hey. So I gotta say, man, this one right here is winner chicken dinner and a roll. Oh, and so you guys know, that throw was 12 yards. That's where I did that throw from. And it was just solid. perfect. Went straight through, followed through, you know, elbow forward, and that's all it took. That's all it took, man. Pretty damn good. Like a grease lightning. So I'm gonna go in now, and now I have to actually take my daughter for, I don't know, somewhere. She thinks she's going to a movie, so I have to cut this one out. But tubes, I appreciate it. YouTube, this is a axe worth owning. It's even when it's blurry, it's cool. It's just cool. But Cold Steel did a great job on this one. Anybody interested in a hammer end axe, and if you're not into bearded axes, if you want a nice profile, that with that cutting edge size, just awesome, man. The hickory held up real well. It's easy to do your own handle. Anybody can do it. But, you know, this is the meat and potatoes. And it's just fantastic. Just fantastic. Everything held up well. No problems. Great freaking little axe right here. So, that's it for that. I'm Donnie B all day. Woo! Until next knife.